So today, Papa Bear Patriot, I'm going to go over a knot. I'm going to start a new series, maybe do a knot of the week. So we're going to start with a traditional bowline. Most people know how to tie this, and you've seen this all over the internet. So I'm just going to show you what most people do when they tie their bowline. So you start your knot and take your hand and go right over left, hold the cross, take your tail, go through the object that does not open. Obviously, if you had a carabiner, you may not use this method. You'd probably use a figure 8 on a bite. It goes through your steel ring. You're gonna go up through the hole, around the tree, back through the hole. That's your traditional bowline. This is an accepted knot in the rescue world to be used, and specifically where it's used the most is a double interlocking long tail bowline for Stokes basket work and vertical raises. So I'm going to show you that. You have to let go of the rope, and there's a lot of manipulation. If you were tying this knot in low light or had gloves on with limited dexterity, I'm going to show you the difference in the way I do it. So I just find my object that I'm going through. I go through my steel ring or around my object, and I keep my tail separate. I'm going to go nice and slow here. I flip the rope, so I push my thumb away from me, and I take and create another bite. I stuff a bite through. So to show that again, I flip, push my thumb out, and I stuff this end of the rope through to create a bite. Make this really small. The smaller you make this, the better. And then I just take my end of my rope and I go through that bite. I go back onto it and I hold with my right hand and pull with my left. And there's my bowline. So when you see it in faster speed, you guys can rewind that if you want to break that down. You see it in faster speed, it's flip, stuff, go through, and pull. It's a lot faster. And where this really comes into play is if you have to have a long tail on your bowline, you don't, if I needed an extra 6 foot to tie a figure 8 on a bite on the end, to tie to a harness or a victim harness or a rescuer's harness, if you're using this, you know, if you're out climbing or rappelling and you want to use it, sometimes you'll need a longer tail to, when you go up through the hole, around the tree and back through the hole, you got to move 6 feet of rope around that whole distance. This way, if I want a really, really long tail on this, I take the rope that I want through my object, say my 6 foot of rope, make my bite, stuff it, do this one time, take the tip, go through the bite that I created, take up all my slack. Okay? I'm gonna hold these two together and pull with my left hand. Now I've got a nice tight bite through my stationary ring, and I've got my long tail that I can pull up and tie my figure 8 on a bite, which we can go over in a different video, but we can tie a figure 8 on a bite here that I can now clip my carabiner to on this end, and I can run my figure 8 on a bite off my bowline. So that's the knot of the day. Any questions? Leave them comments and questions. Please like and subscribe.